What is up, YouTube? Live stream, whatever you call it. What are you guys doing? Let me just fix the chat real quick. So I want to make sure I have the chat in here. All right. All right, we're good. Can you guys hear the music well, or it's too loud? Why a happy birthday? It's not my birthday. Nothing much. Yeah, I took a little EU trade. I have my buffer for the day, so now I'm waiting to have something. Nothing too exciting for now. Hello. Is the music too loud or no? Oh, it's good. It's good, good. Too quiet. Too quiet. Is it too loud now? Okay. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll adjust. Let me just check if all the transitions are good. And then we'll start analyzing the chart. This is good. All right. So let's look at the pairs. What do we have in store? I already banked a little trade, so I'm ready to hit the day. So let's check what do we have. Let me just put an alert here. And on alert here, this is good. Let me put an alert here also. Just a little one below. So when I put alerts, it's basically just to keep myself aware of what's happening on the chart. Usually it's not at key points. It's most likely just to check where I'm at, because as you can see, I trade all these pairs. So I don't trade this one. I was just looking at something. So I need to be aware constantly and see exactly what I'm doing. So here we go. So we'll put an alert here and an alert here. NASDAQ most likely will not marking up because it's still not 930. This one is good here. Very good. All right. This one is shit. We're not going to mark it up, but this one is good. Okay. This one is good also. So alerts are good to bring your attention to the chart if you want to have a little bit more details of what's happening. Okay. So as you guys can see, I added a little disclaimer because I don't want people to take trades that I take. And most likely when I enter a trade, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to induce anybody to enter a trade. But you'll know exactly my analysis. So let's check the chat real quick. Do you also see EU as RH? What is RH? Is it possible to move your camera to the bottom right? Why? Not sure. Why? USD GPY, trap or POY? USD GPY. I don't trade this pair. I don't trade this pair. Usually when you ask yourself if it's a trap or POY, it's most likely a trap. It blocks the edge of the PA. No, I'm always going to keep my my chart like this. Retail Evan, I don't use this shit. Do you know what P2PB stands for? No, I don't. No, I don't use these daily cycles. This was in another life. Never really used them anymore. Why do you need to know what happens on a day? You can just look at liquidity, it's going to tell you. It's completely stupid. I don't trade any timing. People in the shelter trade like Chris, you're in the shelter, you should know that. Best pair for a London session. I mean, any pair. I think push. Oh, we have an alert on EU. Push to pull back. I have no idea what this is. You need to understand that some mentors have their own terms and it's completely okay, but it doesn't mean that these terms are for everyone in the market, right? So let's say people create a term based on their community. So we created terms to facilitate the communication when it comes down to talking about PA, but it doesn't mean that everybody in the industry talks about it, right? So it's very important to not think that everybody knows the same terms, even though in the back end, most likely it does the same thing. It doesn't matter. Each mentors, each groups have their own terms. And what's important is their students to understand. Which provider is best, FXCM or Under or Forex.com? I use all of them. Okay, so I have one screen here with Forex.com and I have another one with all the other ones here. And also we have an indicator to be able to see all the feeders on one chart. Why do you live streaming now since you're already close to the shelter. I didn't know I had to be open to live stream. Some of you guys, let's stick the questions to trading. I don't know why some of you guys like ask so many personal questions. You sound weird. I think I see IFBS. What's DTS, the trading shelter? I should post a little message on the screen. Stop talking about lit. You guys are obsessed. God damn it. If you need any information, just go look at our last live stream. Can you talk about the student with the funded FTMO who went too fast? There's nothing too much to say about it. It's just a student, because basically we started learning about entries 4 months down the road, and he bought an FTMO challenge earlier in the journey. He got into drawdown, and when we started trading together during the trade-a-thon, he just started making profit because he waited on when it was time to take trades. Right now, V1 is actually in the middle of trading constantly every single day, so it's pretty nice to see. Can you do a breakdown on why you set alerts? It's basically just to keep myself aware of the PA, because right now, here and here, nothing is really happening, right? So I put an alert here so we can have more of an idea when price goes into the previous daily high, and one below. That's it. How can I add the imbalance indicator? It's pretty simple. You go in TradingView and you follow me. You're going to be able to install the software. Why does annotate not work? Annotate what? What do you want to annotate? This is a live stream. This is not a Zoom. What do you do in this live? We trade. That's what we're doing. Just asking, what is your opinion on order flow trading? I have no idea what this is. I'm very sorry. EG had nice price action today. EG, yeah, pretty good. Pretty slow, but pretty good. I'm in EJ short. Yeah, that's a pretty stupid trade in my opinion. How do I get the TTS Asia range? You need to be in TTS to be invited. NASDAQ today, PA. Let's go. Nothing too much. I'll wait. NASDAQ, like I said, it's a 9:30 stuff. Would you ever make more merch? No. When I do a business, it's to make money, and there's no money to be made in selling t-shirts. I see UTC +1. Do you speak French? I'm from Canada. The UTC +1, it's because most of the people in my group uses this time zone. So it's relevant for me to have this on the chart. What do you think about indicators? Let TDM, TDI, I don't use any of those. I think they can even confuse some traders because if you rely on indicators, it's okay if it's part of your plan. For me, I just like raw price action. As you can see, I have nothing on my chart, nothing. And ask my students, I never put nothing. I need to see the candles. I need to see the liquidity. This is how I see it. I don't like all kinds of bullshit on my screen. The only indicator I have is the Asia range and imbalance. And the imbalance helps me when it comes down to identifying when there's speed and momentum. That's it. What's your advice on someone who can't hold their trades longer? For me, I trade only intraday. I don't trade longer than 1 day. So most likely in like 1 hour, everything is done. Use these CHF shorts. I'm just trying to understand, like, what is the trip of like shorting when price is overextending above? Like, pretty suicide in my opinion. Ever looked into trading oil? No, I never. I traded gold back in the day, a little bit of silver, but not oil or any other metals or stuff like that. Never. I would love to look at it, but I think the spreads are bad, and I don't know if it's very good for an intraday trader. Because I have all these pairs, not to show off. It's only that if, example, EU, GU, and AUD don't provide very good trades, then I'll move to the other pairs. But my trio is really GU, EU, and AUD. And my favorite one now, it's a NASDAQ. As a Canadian, do you love Trump? I mean, I'm really not into politics. I just think I don't have the skill to talk about that. Nice equal highs on GU. What? Sometimes when you guys ask questions, I wonder if you're looking in the same pair than me. Nice equal highs on GU? What? Are you looking at like 2023 PA? JJ, I've signed liquidity in Euro USD. I think is short. It's correct. What? Guys, take a minute before sending in your questions. It doesn't mean I think is short. Why does everybody want to short? Why don't you want to buy? God damn it. What the fuck? Everybody want to like just do this and take shorts every time the price is overextended? Are you like... Look more left. Look more left. What's up on the left? You think I haven't watched what's on the left? Do you use 4H daily time frame? I don't. There's some students that go into the 15 minutes, some go into the 30 minutes. I personally don't. I don't think it's wrong, to be honest. I just don't use it. Right? So I have it here for the videos that I build for my students. But for me, like, why would I have to go on the M15, let's say, to mark up this zone or whatever, right? It's pretty simple. When you look at the candles, this, right, it starts at 12. This one starts at 12.5. So you go into 12.15 and all this is the 15 minutes candle, right? So this is pretty easy. This is the 15-minute candle. Why would I go higher if I can just see it normally? I need crypto and Lily appearance. They're sleeping. I don't know where they are. Once I pop up the chicken, there will be there. GU equal highs at previous daily high. What? Why you saw cocky, you need to understand. Yeah, this is the point. I'm not cocky. I'm trying to understand. Is the problem with trading, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. People watch videos online, don't practice, and they start using random terms that don't make any sense. And I think this is why I started doing these little clips to educate people. Like, if people say that these are equal highs, they're wrong. What is an equal high, right? Let's talk about it for a minute. An equal high is basically support and resistance trader, right? It's a zone that is revisited multiple times. It doesn't need to be perfect like some of the mentors tell you it needs to be perfect. It's okay if it's like this or like this. It doesn't matter. What we want to have is price revisiting a zone to solidify this zone because they think it will never go higher than this zone. This is what we call equal highs. So it's not because one price does this and comes back a second time that this is equal highs. So it's very important. People are like confusing the terms. I was a support and resistance trader like 5 years ago, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. And everything I teach is basically from my past and previous experience. If your mentor called these equal highs, fine, it's okay. But let's try not to confuse people. Equal highs are for support and resistance trader. Very important. So if you want to have liquidity solidification on top of those equal highs, you need to have a clear revisited zone. So somebody earlier said GU has equal highs. Where? See, we have this point here, price is here. Where does it? There's no equal highs, see? So this is very important. So a lot of people would say, this is equal lows. No. I'll do multiple videos on IG to educate because I'm starting to be a little bit exhausted of people talking online and saying this is this. And then we wonder why people are losing money. Like literally someone said this earlier, I'm in EJ short. For what reason? Like, see, it's not because you have an impulse high and you have a first break that it's time to short and sell your house to take a trade. So I understand that a lot of people don't have the proper education, and this is why I want to offer a little bit more of an educational platform on my IG, try to help people out. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest, and I hope that I don't look too much aggressive saying this, but this is why trading is so simple. Because there's so many people doing stupid shit online, right? It's pretty simple to separate the goods from the bad. Let's catch up on the chart after this mini rant. Okay. After seeing higher time frame liquidity, I go down M5 and identify rapid price movement who are being trapped, okay? I like this music playlist. So the playlist is copyright free Twitch streamer. I hope this helps. Thank you. The Asia indicator is from TTS. There is equal LH on GF. So as you can see, right, we have an alert on EG. So we go and revisit, see? So I put an alert above. So we have our first internal break high. So we have an idea that there's some movement. Does that mean we take a buy? Of course not, right? We keep updating. We're like a detective. This is a new evidence. Are we reacting from this decisional zone, right? Are we about to push higher to then continue lower? If price goes higher now, we just put an alert above these zones here, relevant zones, and we update. Trading is about actively being aware of your chart, not entering trades. And it's all about patience. A lot of people don't want to be patient enough. Okay, let's continue. What do you think about build-up inducement mitigation cycles? This is complete stupid. when I tried doing this, it just never worked. It's completely stupid, in my opinion. If it works for you, fine. Remember, when I was an SMC trader, and you can ask some of the team members on TTS, I was making money out of regular SMC. So I think that every single strategy has an edge in the market, and they can make money if they're smart enough. But having systematic approach is a mistake. It's like if you ask a surgeon to have systematically, constantly the same technique when he's operating a heart. Everyone has a different heart. The techniques resembles, but the actual procedure is constantly different. So if you build yourself around a pattern of PA, you will get smoked. Okay. USD CAD quick look. Let's look at USD CAD. Yeah, pretty good. No, nothing much happening. Could have potentially taken some continuation, but there's nothing really right now happening. We're really waiting for NASDAQ to pull off. NASDAQ. Ooh. Let's put some limits in here. And we'll be ready. Do you mostly stick to New York session? I also trade Asia session. This is on. All right. Let's keep an eye on this bad boy here. Let's try another. How does that look? I think it's the second time us trying this. As you can see, my little NASDAQ doing good. I'm gonna soon move our NASDAQ to break even. Mini scalp. Mini scalp. You need assistant band span in chat. Yeah, we're working on that. It's kind of... I wasn't aware I had to babysit. If you go back on previous day on GU, there are equal LH is not a term. So equal lows with, because what you type, you say this. You say this. What does that even mean? Usually it's either equal highs for equal highs and equal lows for equal lows. You put L and H on the same word. You already sent that message 3 times, so I'm confused. What does that mean? Equal highs or equal lows? Okay, I'm moving my NASDAQ to break even. Give me a minute. I constantly need to take some screenshots because if I don't take screenshots, it never happened and people think I'm not gonna hold this for too long. Sorry. Can you share the technical analysis for NASDAQ? Can I? We'll think about it. I mean, it's kind of simple, right? Just look at the PA. It's gonna take me maybe an hour to explain all the thought process behind it, but let me just give you an advice. When it comes down to trading, let's say you don't have the brain to monitor multiple PAs, okay? Try to do like me. I got on the computer at 7 a.m. So I have been on the chart since 1 hour and a half. I'm completely updated with what's happening on the PA right now. So I saw what PA was doing prior to that trade, right? And then when we induce this kind of relevant liquidity, why? Because it's the push that led to the new high from this point here. This is the relevant leg that led to this high, right? Now, as you can see, we took this and I'm just trading in line with the liquidity. So respecting the overall intentions. So this line here, it's going to be, I think I'm just going to take some partials here. Let me just check if I can do it from my cell phone. I'm going to take 25% out and we're good. How can I trade NASDAQ CFD? I have no idea. How to do this? Let me just also... maybe it helps if I put the buy entry for you guys, because I don't use it because I use MT4, but maybe it can help. Give me a minute. Let me just get the stop loss size because I moved it to break even. So I think I have it still here. 575, 85. Okay. Maybe this helps if I put this for some of you guys. I don't use it. I like my charts clean. When I put visual representation is most likely for the students, not for me. No position today. I took EU and I just took NASDAQ now. How can I trade now? Okay. I have a question I always wanted to ask. Good question. How to set up proper money management? Okay, perfect. So I like these questions. This is the kind of questions I want to answer. When it comes down to trading, you need to see it as kind of a budget. Let's say you have $1,000 for your monthly budget for groceries, right? Would you be spending, let's say, $100 on chips? Of course not, right? So you need to be diligent with your position. So a lot of people just get into entries without confirmation and they're wasting their budget on stupid trades, okay? So this is very important. When it comes down to this position, this is an aggressive entry. But remember, early in the morning, and people in the Discord can confirm, I took a EU trade to feed this position. Without that EU trade, you would have waited way longer for a confirmed entry, okay? And usually, if you want to enter this kind of trade, price would have to at least make some kind of like structural confirmation like this to go higher and maybe take something like that. A little bit more confirmed, right? But I can allow myself this because I took profit from EU. I think I'm gonna close it here. I mean, I took my partial, so I can most likely let it run for fun. Let me just take another screenshot. I lost my OBS. Where's my OBS? Here we go. Let's go back to... You can only trade NQ on either unregulated broker or futures in the US. I trade mostly regulated brokers and I can trade NQ. When you use a trade copier on an account to the slave account, trade like Chris, you're in the shelter, so you will have a video explaining exactly how to set up your trade copier. With all the settings, all the goodies, everything I use. With also the account firewall technique. Why do you never talk about timing? Because I don't use timing. The only time I look at time is when NASDAQ opens, so I can take a trade. So price is retracing a little bit, so let me take 25% of this position. I like taking partials. I'm the kind of guy never got poor by taking partials. I don't need the full position to be happy. Remember, partials are 100% success rate. We implemented the partials in the shelter and everybody's happy about it. The lights behind are glitching, I think, when I move. Where is your entry on EU? So I took a short here. Like that. I should check on the shelter, but it's something like that. I took the pullback from the false reaction on the left. Just to feed this little NQ. Where was your entry? AU? We talked about it. What's going on with crypto? Thank you for asking the question. So I'm going to be talking about a little bit. Let me just check my NASDAQ. NASDAQ is doing good. Let me just put alerts here when it goes above this high. And most likely we'll close here. So basically, as you guys know, I'm very, I still trade out of habit, but I'm very, very, very bored of trading. I think it's just so boring. It's lonely. I feel very, very not stimulated anymore, and this is most likely why I really love teaching, because it brings me that new blood feeling. Okay, my dream is that my students become good enough so they can trade with my money, so I can focus myself on something else. Because I just feel like with the pressure of social media and the pressure of my people, I need to deliver every single day, but realistically, I don't even use most of the money I make from trading. Like, I don't actively pay myself. I just keep it in the business and we put long-term investment. I do have accounts for the house. So let's say if we need to do something in the house, I have smaller accounts that I trade and we can buy stuff for the house. But I feel a little bit lonely when it comes to trading. That's why I wanted to look into crypto trading, meme coins. My experience hasn't been so good so far because meme coins is very strategic, let's say. There's no strategy behind it, it's purely gambling. So let's talk about, let's say Elon Musk tweets about something, right? Let's say he tweets a dog and says, this is the official Tesla dog. Okay, he tweets an image. Okay, imagine what will happen. Oops, sorry. What will happen? Okay, so he tweets this. Then on Pump Fun, okay, Pump Fun, where the platform where people create Pump Fun. I don't know why TradingView is so glitchy. What's wrong? Pump Fun, people will create cryptos. Okay, they will create what we call meme coins. So there's multiple ones that will be created based on that tweet. So basically, a meme coin is just a joke related to economic event, related to Twitter, whatever. Okay, so let's say we have a Tesla dog, okay, we have multiple Tesla dogs. Sometimes there's 2 Gs, sometimes there's a 1, sometimes there's like official Tesla dog. There's multiple names being created. And let's say this one is the first one to be created. This doesn't mean it will be the one that will be pumping. So how can I know exactly where to put my money in? And let's say there's another example. Let's say there's already a coin created. Let's say this one is what we call the OG, right? OG created 1 month ago. And Elon Musk is actually talking about this actual coin. But people will pump this one just because they're trolls, they're in a group, they're in a FNF. FNF is friends and family, they're in a group, they're pumping this one. So for me, how can I know which coin to buy? It's based if I have like relations or networking, or if I have friends that are buying the same coin than me. So most likely, if you're trading alone with pump fund, let's say meme coins, you can't make money. You're either too late to the party or you're just lucky. So for me, there's no strategy behind, and it's actually pissing me off because I cannot have an edge if I don't have friends. And if I don't, to make friends, I need to be lucky and make money in one of those coins to be invited on those private groups. I even offered $100,000 to a guy and he said no to invite me in their groups. So it proves you that these guys are really immature, really kids that are like looking to keep their circle small, and it totally makes sense. But for me, there's no edge that you can have in the market because it doesn't make sense. One time, there's a coin that was very solid, very good equity curve, and the owner of a business, I don't remember who, sent a tweet about this coin, and the OG one actually just did this, and a new coin created this and went higher than the OG one that the guy was talking about. So for me, it doesn't make sense. So it's either I put money on all the coins and whoever wins, or I need to find a better strategy. So for now, this is what's happening to me in meme coins. What's nice about trading is I have an edge. For me, it's very simple, right? There's an actual strategy behind, and I don't need anybody to make money. But at the same time, I feel very bored about it. So I'm very sorry if I disappointed some people on the meme coin journey, but I'm trying to find a solution. I'm DMing people, asking them for money, asking them if they want my money to be invited in those groups so we can do live streams. But for now, I haven't had success. And just keep in mind, I pay for about $900 per month worth of Discord communities. So I'm actively talking in those. But it's most kids, like most of them are kids, 16 years old, trying to flip 20 bucks into 20 million. What about creating your own crypto group? I don't have the skills, so I would never put myself out there creating a group if I have no knowledge about it. Like I have been in crypto for years, but Pump Fund, I maybe have like 2 months worth of experience. Is meme coin gambling? I would call it strategic gambling. That's how I would call it. Let me just move. I'm just gonna put my TP here. This one is at let's update the charts. Nothing much here on EU. Nothing much here. Nothing much here. Nothing. See, so now we have our new structural high. Okay, that's very good. Here we go now. So now what we do is we put an alert here, and we already have an alert below. So when price will come back into this zone, right? This zone, we'll look at if there's a potential entry. In my opinion, we're not going to get an entry, but I still want to show you the thought process behind entering those trades. Okay. NASDAQ is for babies. Like, this is like so easy. You already know what's the direction. I don't know if some of you guys heard, I actually put a buy stop above this thing to enter because I knew it was doing this. If you can rewatch the live stream, if the microphone kept it, here's the speaker, you're gonna see me taking this buy stop, sorry. And this is what pisses me off about meme coin. And I ask multiple people, why are they pumping the wrong? It's because people are trolls. They just want to invest some money into. And I think that the industry is oversaturated. The countries are starting creating coins. Popular people are creating coins. Rock pulling back and forth people. Like, I think that if you're a celebrity, you have some kind of like responsibility to your fans, and people are doing pump fun coins and just rock pulling everybody, because if you have 80% of the supply, you can just smoke everybody, like, and you're buying nothing. There's no technology behind, there's nothing. Like Bitcoin and all that crap has stuff behind, actual projects. Meme coins, if there's if there's a dog posted on Pump Fund, what's the project behind? There's actually a good side of meme coins also when it comes down to charity events. A lot of people create coins to give money to charity. So this is actually pretty cool when it comes down to the space. But other than that, it's just so hard. It's just luck. Like, I see these kids flipping $100 into 20K. That's huge when it comes down to risk to reward. But how many times can he do it? There's something about Forex that is like a safe space for me. It's like some people that have a 9-to-5 job and then they want to start a business. Of course, it's more risky to start a business and it's not guaranteed. That's what meme coins are about. What makes a low or high protected? I'm not sure I can talk about that. It's a little bit too complex. What do you think? What do you think GU sell or buy in news? Right now? Wait. This is a news. This is a speech. So this is why we take partials. So here I removed 2 times 25%. So I mostly only have like, if I close this, only have like a little bit less than 50% open. So if there's the news, even I might even push my TP to here, and I've made my money for the day with the partials. Let's move this thing here and let it run. But let me just do the math here. 40, 25 remaining. So remaining. I don't even know if it's how will you type it. Yeah, it's good. I'll let it run. Okay. News in 12 minutes. Explain. If you guys knew how to make money on Solana blockchain, you would be shocked. Yeah, it's either I don't have the proper knowledge, and think about it, I'm not stupid. I did my research. I talked to multiple people. I was in multiple groups, and I actually had chats with really good traders. And the best way to make money is the network. You need to have contacts. You need to have people in this. Let's say if we are 1,000 people buying the same freaking coin, it will go up. And then it's what we call a PVP. It's whoever shorts first. And also there's something that you guys need to understand is a lot of people are insiders. So let's say I would be friends with Elon Musk, right? He would tell me that he would create a coin. I could buy some insider percentage of the coin and just know exactly when he's gonna sell, right? So this is something to keep in mind, and it's very unfortunate. I just think it's so annoying to have these I don't know, it's like little kids that don't want to play share their toys, and it's annoying. But what I love about Forex is that it's you, but it's boring. So that's why I'm excited for some of the students to get better, so I can actually trade with them and they can trade my money so I can go to sleep. Ever done a huge account flip in Forex? I do trade a small account. So we have a small account for the house. So let's say last year we had to buy a new grass because I've hired someone to build an in-ground pool, and all my backyard is completely smoked because they were there with the trucks. So I needed to do the whole grass. So we do have a small account that I trade very aggressive with, that we use it to buy stuff for the house. So that would be the only account flipping that I use, is money for the house. I just don't care what happens. But as a challenge, I don't need it. I don't see the benefit behind it. Look at EG. All right, so EG, let's go. Thank you. So now this is very important. So everybody should listen if they wanted to learn one thing or two. When it comes down to liquidity, okay, price built upside liquidity here. It has most likely been smoked everywhere. So now, other than this structural point that made this new high, I don't see any liquidity in this circle, okay? When it comes down to above, we always have kind of liquidity on daily highs and daily lows, but when it comes to enticement, it's pretty far from where we're trading from. Now, when price is melting from one direction, we always want to justify what's happening on the left. So let's look to the left. Have we induced anything significant? We have this kind of structural point, but this point is still valid. It's still there. So maybe we actually just mitigated this zone, but for what reason? So let's check this point. Has this point made a new low? We'll look to the left. We had a new low, right? So if we zoom out, see how this price actually reacted very swiftly from this daily high POI. So when it comes to liquidity, we most likely have some here, okay? Does that mean that price will just reverse and take it? No, remember, there is a mitigation here. They're mitigating their orders to then trade away. Oops, wrong thing, trade away. When it comes down to here, we stop, price actually stops to a decisional zone. Why is it a decisional? Because it made a new high. Does that mean that we have liquidity here? Yes, because why? Because we made a new high. What happens when you want to take a trade? You need to either target liquidity or target relevant next structural point that is in line with the PA. What do I mean when I explain this? As you can see, price actually protected this high, so most likely we would expect price to make this new low. But remember, we have this structural shift. As you can see, price doing high. We come here, we switch this structure, and we go back and mitigate this point. So this is what we call a potential trap. But we cannot confirm if it's a potential trap until it's taken. So we account this as a mitigation, okay? So this is why, personally, and this is just my personal opinion, I would not want to buy from here. And these are the questions you need to ask yourself before entering. Like price, when price came into that POI, until here, it's 54 minutes. If you cannot ask yourself the questions we just asked in like 5 seconds, then you're most likely just getting into trades too aggressively. Think about it. If price would do this, this, and this, and this, and coming from a mitigation zone on the left, and the buys would work constantly every single time, everybody would be billionaires, okay? So it's always important, if price now starts doing this, oops, wrong thing, starts doing this and creating this kind of price action behavior that is interesting to going higher, then I would most likely be interested to maybe take a buy. But the problem is, buy until where? If you think you can buy from here to go here, of course we have news, but let's ignore the news that cannot catalyst this trade. If you want to take this and buy this, this is a pretty optimistic TP, right? So if I would be interested in entering in some kind of trade like this, I would most likely target something like that, like with a more refined entry, something like that, like targeting this potential next break and retest zone that could potentially go lower. But again, this is trading. Your analysis needs to be done prior to the entry. And this is just based on my personal experience. As you can see, there's a little message below. Here we go. See? This is just based on my personal experience. I just think that people in the industry tend to jump into trades too quickly. And this is why a lot of people are bad at trading, because it's impulsive. There's no analysis behind. And if you want to be a good trader, you need to plant the field and the foundations of the PA before entering a trade. Okay? I hope this helps. Can you show your trading view template? Not sure I understand this question. The colors? I think I can. Here's the color. It's a black and gray. Nothing too fancy. So here's another good example. Look, this is always one, when you're in the M5, you always want to go in the M1 when there's actually price starting moving to have a little bit more details, right? We stay on the M5, but we can see price is actually being excited. So we can go into the M1 and justify, see? So price, what price did, TTS members should know it. If you don't know, I will slap your hands. But what happened into this structural point? Why was this line there, right? Constantly ask yourself questions. In trading, there's justification, reaction, execution. That's all you need. So let me take a little drink, get a drink real quick. So we'll be right back. Sorry, I didn't have my... Okay. So, who would say... Let me repeat myself. Somebody said, can you look at EU? Okay. Who would say that this is enough to grab the liquidity here? Is this enough? Yes or no? Is this enough? Yes or no? I'll wait until the chat updates. Am I really muted again? Okay. It's insane, guys. I think the chat has actually like 15 seconds of delay. Everybody answering no is making a mistake. Okay? You cannot justify if liquidity is taken based on the candle, how it takes the liquidity. The only thing you have and you can confirm is the reaction. As you can see, price triggers that internal low here, right? So most likely something happened here. But as you can see, price hasn't closed above this high also. So we're kind of starting to revisit the zone again. So the proper answer would be, we don't know. Okay? So people answering we don't know, congrats. Always wait for the reaction. We are traders. We react. We don't predict. So very, very good. NASDAQ is playing. So we had our little Asia high. See, so Asia high is reacting. Do we have significant liquidity at Asia high? Not too much. We don't care. We took our partials and we're happy with the money we made today. Because since we don't have access to the order books, and this is something really important, let's say we have equal highs. Again, I like giving an example of equal highs. People expect see this and price to do this. But imagine it just does this and this, right? We have that enticement to go short structural break to the same side that their entry. So this is our first evidence. We have multiple equal highs here. So this would be the second evidence. We have also another reaction, third evidence. But the problem is we have a slight reaction. And this is why you always want to wait for a little bit more price action development to be interested in entering. Again, when I say this, this is the most confirmed and the most safe way to do it. Okay? If you want to do it aggressively, you can also. So when we trade aggressively is only based if we did some profit for the day. So we do have a shelter call in 25 minutes. So I think I'm going to do another 10 minutes and I'll quit the live stream. So if you have any questions about trading, stop asking personal life questions. You guys feel awkward. So see, we have that internal low. How many people here would want to short from here? How many? Tell me. I've seen this over and over again. I hope it helps. And remember, everything I say is based on my personal experience. If your mentor or your guru or whoever you are a fan of trades this way, then ask the question to them. I don't. When I'm putting money on the table, it needs to be confirmed. I wait for RBOS. If you always wait for RBOS, you'll end up never trading. Hello. Let's update the charts. Let's update the charts. Do we have anything relevant? As you can see, you would have entered here and still waited. So let's wait for more price action development. We have our alert here. We can even put another alert here, right? We wait. You can check on YouTube how to add an indicator. It would be helpful. Let's check what happens here. Do we have another entry? We don't know. We don't know. Don't think I'm gonna take another entry since I have my auto call in 25. Best trading view broker. I don't know. I don't trade on trading view. How much experience time to stay? How to trade? How you trade today? I mean, it depends. I think that what really helps me becoming better is asking myself questions on what happened and why. So this was the biggest thing that made me a better trader. And there's something that people underestimate is experience. People jump into the industry after 1 year and expect to be a millionaire on the second year. Why? We want your classes with subtitles in Spanish. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I receive this question every single day about Spanish. We might end up creating a shelter Spanish. Like, the need is there. Everyone I know is actually profitable figured out by themselves to a large extent. Like yourself, I don't think I figured everything by myself. Let me give you a little analogy. So when I was young, I really wanted to drive a stick car, like a manual transmission car. My sister tried to show me and we were constantly arguing and it wasn't working, okay? Her boyfriend showed me, my friend showed me, and I did a mix of the three techniques and I've built mine. I think that this is what happened for me. I've seen a lot of mentors who show me stuff. Some of them were doing mistakes, so I tried to do the opposite. So I think it's a mix of everything I learned so far. And I built my own techniques also, but my foundations, I think it's from everything I learned from everyone. There's stuff I teach today that I've learned from one of my mentors in 2019 when I was trading Fibonacci and trendline and this crap. So I think every single mentor has a responsibility in your journey. So let's say you're running a marathon, you can start running with a friend, but it doesn't mean you will end up with this friend at the end of the marathon, right? So I think that this is very important to understand, that it doesn't mean you start a race with a mentor that you will finish with him. And it's the same thing with the shelter. And this is why I decided to do with a monthly subscription service is imagine someone is not satisfied of the service. They can just leave. Oops, sorry. They can just leave. I don't force them to stay. But I hope I was a help for them in their journey for their next mentor to be able to build themselves a new strategy or continue with the same and become better. So I really hope that in my own way, I was able to build some people's journey. Learn English, another skill. Yeah, it's true. He's not wrong. English is very important. I'm French and I've learned English. And in trading, it's very important. What spread should I try to have on GU? On my broker, it says 16. God damn it, 16 is way too much. And 20 on GU. This is actually 2 pips of spread. You probably don't have a raw account. Yes, we're hiring. We're always looking to hire for a shelter, but I already have a team of 5 people, so I'm good. So I think it's done for today. Maybe another entry here on NASDAQ. I didn't took it. So we did some money today, but my EU short, the NASDAQ here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do another one next week, and maybe we'll jump to 2 streams per week. It's kind of time consuming, so I don't know. I need to be able to have like kind of something a little bit more exciting than live trading, because like I said, usually when I trade, I do my emails, I listen to music, I do a lot of stuff at the same time. But when I'm live streaming, I need to stick to the screen and just watch, and it's completely boring. Like, look what happened. We started trading what 1 hour ago, so it would be here. Look what the price did. Like, we stayed here. So this is why I tell you, NASDAQ is the bomb. NASDAQ is the bomb. Always delivering. Boom, boom, boom. So thank you guys, everyone who came on the live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned one thing or two. I'll try to continue to provide value on IG, trying to put out there my view of the market, because like I said, I don't think anybody's view is wrong. I just think we all have different techniques, and for me it works, and I have the proof because I have students doing the same thing as me and it works. So I think that it would be very nice to put out there my view of trading. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I catch you guys on the next stream. Peace.
Goodbye.